All right, on the Hunnit podcast, I'm Joe, that's Remy, and we've got Vikings third-round pick, probably the starting center, Pat Elflein. What's up, my man?
What's going on? Just out here training camp grind. So, just, ball all day. So it's awesome to be here.
Living back in the dorms, I saw you stopped at Target. You did your one-on-one video with Wabi from Vikings.com.
Yeah.
I figured once you're in the NFL, you get that contract, you don't shop at Target anymore, but you do.
Yeah, I went to Target, got all the sales, the back-to-school sales that they're having. So they had like pillows and twin XL comforters on sale. So that's what I got, and it's nice. So trying to find the bargains.
So you went from college, man, red shirted. So you spent 5 years, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
in
5
college.
years.
So you went from college, you get drafted, you're all excited, and they say, hey, go from that dorm, go live in this dorm.
Yeah, back to the dorms. That's, it kind of gets you in the mindset of the whole training camp grind, where it's just, you're working all day, grinding, and then go back, and that's just a place to sleep and rest. So whatever it is, the dorm, it's a place to sleep. So and then you spend most of your time here.
Absolutely. So let me tell you something about this jackass right here, Remy. He thinks. Show him your tattoo. Look at this. Okay, he's got this Georgia Bulldog thing going on here.
Nice.
He thinks the SEC is head and shoulders better than the Big Ten. What about this guy? This guy just doesn't get it.
Yeah, I can just show him mine, and it's over.
Yeah, what's up
and
now?
I'm just kidding.
Exactly. Big Ten in the house.
Yeah.
Dude's got some pipes, man.
Yeah, you do got some pipes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I told Joe, I said, I grew up a Bulldog fan, diehard.
Yep.
Every time somebody mentions Florida, I just get sick.
Yeah.
Is that how you feel about Michigan?
Oh, yeah.
Growing up,
that's
in Columbus backyard.
Yeah, I grew up right in the backyard of Columbus, so growing up, they dedicate school days to the rivalry game.
That's cool.
That's what it's like.
That's
so
cool.
That's all I grew up. That's all I've known.
Yeah.
Be honest. What do you guys think of the Gophers? You Buckeye elitists. What do you think of the Gophers?
The Gophers. There's an opponent in the Big Ten, so whenever they show up, it's time to rock, no matter who it is.
Rock them, you mean?
That's right.
So Pat, I was looking at I follow recruiting really closely, and I was looking at your recruiting coming to high school. You had a big offer from Ohio State. Obviously, you're from Ohio. You're an Ohio boy. And then you had a bunch of, mid-major offers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got a couple of Northwestern, I believe.
Yeah.
Indiana, Purdue.
Yeah.
None of the other big guys. Is that a result of maybe under-recruited, now you're going to be the starting center for the Minnesota Vikings? Or I'm from Columbus, I'm going to Ohio State, so guys just went elsewhere. They knew you were going to Ohio State.
For me, like you said, it was Ohio State, whatever happened, I always wanted to go there.
Right.
So that was a dream come true. But, it just happened the way it happened. Coach Fickle got the head coaching job, and he recruited me.
Yep.
and came to camp, and he liked what he saw, so he gave me an offer. And then after that, it was over before it even got the offer. It was always Ohio State.
So he already mentioned I'm an SEC guy. So I was happy when Coach Meyer left the SEC. It was one of the greatest days of my life.
Yeah.
And I said he can't haunt Georgia guys anymore.
Yeah.
Then he comes and goes to Ohio State, and he just turns them into this incredible powerhouse. I'm like, he's still here. That guy's the greatest coach in the country. He's not even close.
Yeah, he's a great coach. And even before he came, Ohio State was a powerhouse. They were winning Big Ten championships every year, and they won a national championship in 2002. So he just came and he kept the culture going, and that was one of the things that he harps on when he got there, was the tradition that place, Ohio State, already had before he got there, and living up to the former players and everything. So he just kind of kept that ball rolling, and now taking it to a new level, winning championships and going to the playoff, and going to have another great run this year.
Reloading.
Yeah.
You blocked frequently for Zeke Elliott.
Yeah.
Ezekiel Elliott, one of the best, if not the best, running back in the NFL already. What was he like, and how does your early look at Dalvin Cook compare, if it does at all?
Yeah. Zeke in college was a great runner, but even without the ball, a great football player. Blocking and going downfield and selling out for his teammates. And I can see Dalvin doing that too. Out here, even when he doesn't have the ball, he's blocking, and he's running downfield, running his routes hard. So, those are two great qualities of a football player, and they both have that.
So my son is he's just redshirted. He's an offensive lineman, University of South Dakota.
Oh, nice.
He's 6'2", 280, which is about what you were.
Yeah. That's about what I was.
So he comes home. He did summer workout, took a summer class. and he comes home, and I have to feed this kid.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So 2 things. One, and he's like, Dad, I'm just tired of eating.
Yeah.
Offensive linemen get that a lot. You're just tired of eating and trying to maintain that weight. And 2, can I send him home with you?
I mean, yeah, you got to eat, I mean, to maintain your weight, definitely during training camp.
Yeah.
And when the long summer, grueling workouts, I mean, it's like it's just as important as going to the weight room. You have to come home and get in the kitchen and eat. If you want to send him home with me, yeah, you can come stay in my dorm with me.
All right, all right.
Hey, you're a bit of a workhorse, man. I've read that when you were growing up in high school, you had a job where you had to work harder than I've ever worked or ever will work in my life, pouring and breaking up concrete. What was that like, and how did that groom you really to come into training camp where these are supposed to be tough 2-a-day, they're grueling? Is it anything close to how hard pouring concrete and breaking that up was?
Yeah, I mean, football's hard, but working in the summer, that's hard too.
Yeah.
I mean, my dad, he had his own concrete business, and he still, he doesn't have his own, but he still does concrete, and he's like 55. He gets up at 4:30 in the morning and goes and works all day. So that's still motivation for me. And yeah, I have 2 other brothers, and he'd have us all out there in the summer, tearing out a driveway and repouring it the next day. I mean, he's chunking out with the jackhammer, like 80-pound chunks. He's like, all right, all your job is to pick this up and go throw it in the trailer all day. So you're just like deadlifting all day and running. Then you got to go and load it. And if it's a big driveway, you got to make 3 or 4 trips. Yeah. So, yeah, it's tough, but you got to make some money, right?
You got your foreman on the job out here is Mike Zimmer, and then your offensive line coach, Tony Sperano.
Yeah.
Who's scarier when they get mad? Early version, what do you got?
Oh, I mean, spent a lot of time with Tony, and you don't want to make him angry. So
I can see that.
Yeah, you don't want to make him angry. But same with Coach Zimmer. I mean, they're both tough coaches, and you want to do everything you can to make them happy. But mistakes happen, so that's part of the game.
Who swears more?
Who swears more? We'll keep that in-house. How about that? We'll keep that in-house.
It's Zim Dog. You know it's Zim Dog. It's got to be.
Good answer. My last question, man. What kind of adjustment? Ohio State, obviously, Urban Meyer offense, spread offense. I mean, I don't know what the percentage is, 95% in shotgun. What's the transition like for you, or is it just transparent going into where you'd be under center quite a bit?
Yeah, it's a little transition. I mean, I think we went under center just very few times at Ohio State. So here we do both. Yeah. So that's nice. I already have the shotgun one down. Yep. And under center is just a little easier. You just got to put it right back there, make sure it gets to the quarterback. Yeah. But mentally, it's a bigger challenge here at the NFL. They put more responsibility on the center. Right. So that's an adjustment, but I'm picking it up and just got to keep getting reps at it and just keep grinding. Keep grinding.
Have you met all the quarterbacks so far? Teddy, Bradford, Keenum, Heineke, Lunt, all of them?
Yeah, all of them. They're all out there. We were all out there in OTAs, so I've got the chance to work with a majority of them, so that's good.
What do you think of this? Last question. How about that right there? Would you ever do that?
I don't know if I'd ever do it, but it's a good job that it looks like the emoji. It's pretty close.
I'm kind of a baller. So
yeah, you're balling.
Like, if you ever want to hang out outside of football, we're pretty cool.
Sounds good.
All right, man.
I can see that.
When you get done with camp, get into the season, Joe and I are going to take you out to eat, and he's paying.
All right, you're paying.
That's right. That's that radio money.
Yeah.
Third round money. You got none. Right. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Pat. Good to meet you, man. Thank you so much. Good luck on the season.
Pat Elflein, center, Minnesota Vikings rookie.
Boom.
Nice. All right, dude. Thank you much.
That's fun.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.